Today I'm going to be making chicken Alfredo with over fettuccine, and I'm going to start by washing my hands in hot water. I think it's like 30 seconds you have to do this for, or happy birthday twice. My ingredients today is a pound of fettuccine pasta, a stick of butter, a cup and a half of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, some salt and pepper, and chicken breast tenderloins. I bought the tenderloins yesterday at Walmart. They came packaged in a foam tray wrapped in plastic. I bought it yesterday and put it in the fridge overnight to keep it from spoiling. I bought it a pound and a third of meat for $4.80 for a pound for a total of $6.49. Okay, now I'm gonna salt and pepper each side of the chicken. The reason I'm using a plastic cutting board is because a wooden cutting board would actually hold some of the juices and cause some microbes and bacteria to remain on the board, and that could cause foodborne illness. Now I'm going to be melting 2 tablespoons of butter on medium heat in this pan here. And start the water with a little bit of salt in it for the fettuccine. I'm going to go ahead, while this butter is melting, I'm going to go ahead and add the fettuccine to the water. And that's going to cook for about 10 to 11 minutes. So I'm going to pan fry these tenderloins in butter for about a minute or 2 minutes on each side. And I chose to pan fry them and to sear them on the outside to keep all the moisture. We're going to put them all in a single layer, untouched. So now I'm going to clean the cutting board and the pan while the chicken's cooking and the pasta's cooking to wash all the blood off of the cutting board, so when I put it back on the cutting board to cut, it won't contaminate the chicken. About 2 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take the chickens off. and measure their temperature. Make sure they were cooked inside. So now that it's been about 11 minutes, the fettuccine should be cooked. So I'm going to strain it off in the strainer and remove all the liquid so it stops cooking. Then I'm gonna put it in this bowl here with a little bit of olive oil to help keep it from sticking while we cook the sauce. Here, the chicken was cooked to 165 degrees. It's now climbing as it cools. It's now going down as it cools down. But for chicken to be fully cooked, it has to be 165 degrees internally. And I've inserted it into the center of the chicken, and it's at 165 degrees. So now I'm going to cut the chicken against the grain into little 1/4-inch pieces. Cutting against the grain gives a more tender taste, but because when you go with the grain, all the fibers are running in that direction and they tend to be a little chewier. So for the Alfredo sauce, I started by melting 6 tablespoons of butter in a little saucepan or sauce pot. And now I'm going to be adding the 2 cups of the heavy whipping cream. Now what's important is that with this heavy whipping cream is that you're constantly stirring it because it will stick. You're going to stir it till it begins to boil. And stir the whole time. So as you can see, it's began to simmer. So you're going to stir the cheese in. And you're going to keep stirring. And because it will begin to clump up and thicken, and I don't want this to stick to the pot. So for the last step, we're gonna pour all the Alfredo sauce into the bowl with the pasta. And we're going to put the meat in there.
Adios, Vito.
Adios.
Sí.
And then we are going to give them all a toss in the sauce. And now you have yourself chicken Alfredo. The normal serving by the USDA is 3 ounces. So if I divide the amount of meat I got by that, the rough amount per serving of meat was 91 cents. So it's essential that when it comes to meat, you get the leftovers and you put them away as quick as possible, so that way they don't begin to spoil. So I'm going to put them in this container and then stick them in the fridge for later days. Thank you for joining me and learning to make chicken Alfredo.